Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Brendan Ray of Fowlerville Boys Basketball. He also plays football and baseball, too. Three sport athletes. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. First off, I know coming off, before we get to basketball season, I'll just ask you, I know football season didn't go as well as you wanted it to, but overall, how do you think the season went?
I think that we were together as a team until about like the last game, and then we started to break off. But we did have a pretty good brotherhood on that team.
Yeah. Going into this basketball season, I know that from talking with Coach this afternoon. How are you feeling about going into this season?
I feel great. I've played with these kids like my whole life, so that's nice to just know I can trust these guys, and I feel like we can get it done this year.
Here's the other thing: you're the only returning starter on the team. Of course, you had a lot of senior experience last year. Of course, they're all on to bigger and better things. But going into this year, knowing that you're going to be around for a little bit, just coming into this season, how much confidence do you have heading into this year, knowing that this could be a pretty big year for you?
I have a lot of confidence that I can get stuff done on this team.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of talk about you've kind of taken, that leadership role as well, even though you're only a junior. What's that been like?
hmm it's definitely a lot. It's a lot different than last year, but it's nice because I can run everything how I want and just let the underclassmen know like how to do stuff.
Yeah. What's that kind of been like? I know the team's a lot younger. So I know that
hmm
the thing is teams get better throughout the year. But what's going to be, you've got a couple of big tests coming up with these first five games. Of course, the season starts tomorrow. First,
hmm
how excited are you to have that basketball season is here?
I'm so excited.
But going on the road and then you open up at home against Lansing Eastern.
I wish we could open up at home, but having a home game the same week is I'm still really excited.
Yeah, of course you got some games. You got Owasso, Pinckney's coming up later in the year, and then you guys
hmm
get ready for a pretty big conference slate schedule. Of course, your division in the CAAC is pretty tough because anytime you have Hazlitt, Mason, of course you have the defending D2 state champions in Williamston. But
hmm
overall, just how competitive is this division?
It's really competitive, and I know it's going to be even more competitive than last year. Mason has all their like returning starters. Hazlitt has a lot of people returning, and so does Williamson.
Okay, so let's talk about you for a second. You're a three sport athlete, as I mentioned before. What's it like? Just you have maybe a couple weeks off to maybe rest up for the next season, but overall, what's it like going from sport to sport to sport?
I actually love it, and I love sports, and I never want to stop playing.
For sure. I know you. Do you have a favorite?
Basketball is definitely my favorite.
Okay. What really gravitated you to have basketball as your favorite sport?
Growing up, it was the first sport that like I started, and my dad always played basketball, so I just attached to it.
Yeah. So going into this year, knowing that it's going to be a big year for you, how excited is it to you? What do you want to see yourself accomplish this year?
I want to see myself put up bigger numbers, but more importantly, I want to see our team succeed.
All right. Yeah. What's it going to be like? And the challenging role is, what do you want to? Where do you want to see? Where do you want to see this team after the holidays? And also, what do you want to see out of yourself to help your team win?
I want to see improvement out of everyone, and I want to see a lot of like team chemistry.
Okay. Um, yeah. Let's get to know you, Brennan. How about that?
All right.
Okay. Um, how do you mentally prepare for a game?
A couple hours before the game, I just put my headphones on and just stop talking and just listen to my music, get in the zone.
Okay. What's on your game day playlist?
Oh, I have a lot of little baby songs, a lot of Just all the popular songs.
Uh, Okay. Okay. Um, let's see. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Ooh, I would definitely want to. I don't know. That's a hard one. I would say flying because
Everyone says
I,
flying.
yeah, I
That's a
just hate car
easy
rides.
go-to answer. Um, okay, favorite sports team that you root for?
College or like professional.
Really anything.
It's definitely Michigan State.
Is every yeah, it seems like every kid from Fowlerville that I know is a huge Michigan State fan.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
much.
it just seems like it. Well, um you're so close to the university, and I believe
Yeah.
yeah, and I know that actually Michigan State's actually a big part of the weight and I think part of the weight room too, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
So, yeah, obviously not. Yeah, obviously a tough one last night, but with
Yeah.
yeah, what do let's ask you, what do you think about the men's basketball team at Michigan State so far?
They were looking really good at the beginning of the season, and then they started losing like to Notre Dame and then Northwestern, and I don't even know. They're really inconsistent.
Yeah. Um, favorite um best game that you've had. This could be from football, it could be from basketball, it could be from baseball.
Ooh, I'm gonna go back to freshman year basketball. I was on JV
Okay.
and we were playing Williamston at home, and I scored 28 points.
All right. Um, do you have a earliest basketball memory that you can remember?
Mm, I remember my first buzzer beater in third grade.
What was that like?
It was crazy. It's just I only remember like little parts of it.
Yeah.
I was playing with some of the kids on the team this year, and we were playing at Mason, and I hit the game-winning shot, and it's still crazy.
Yeah. Um, pregame meal before game.
Pre-game meal, definitely a sandwich, like any kind of sandwich,
Okay, so does it
just
have to
something
be
light.
homemade or is it like do you go somewhere? Do you like go to like Jimmy John's?
Usually from Subway.
Okay. Okay, what do you get? Okay, so what do you get at Subway?
It depends on the day.
Okay, so is it like do you have a mixture? It's like you don't get the same because there are people that actually go into restaurants. So it's like, yep, I know exactly what you're gonna get.
I usually get an American Club on wheat bread, but
Okay.
sometimes it changes. Just
Yeah,
depends on how I feel.
for sure. Um, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well are you at replying to text messages?
Probably like a 6. Sometimes I just don't check my phone.
um, and last thing is, what is something people might not know about you?
Hmm. Some people might not know that I wear contacts.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you not like wearing glasses at all?
No, they bug me too much.
See, I have these on. See, for me, because I've been wearing glasses for like 2 years. And it's like I've just gotten used to just having these on. So it's like, yeah. Um, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I like the look. It's have you ever worn glasses before?
Yeah, my sixth grade year, I wore like I think I wore them for like a year.
You just didn't like them.
Yeah, I just didn't like them, so I switched to contacts.
Nice. All right. Well, I don't want to end it on that note. Let's 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 see. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well are you at managing time?
Definitely like a 3. I'm always late to school. I just don't want to get up in the morning.
Okay, so that answers the next question. Um, you must be a big night owl then.
Yeah.
Okay, so like what's the what are you one of those people like that will sleep until like noon?
Yeah, definitely.
What are you doing? Like what do you do like what is there to do at like 3 in the morning?
I don't know. Sometimes I just lay, watch TikTok on my phone, can't sleep, and then
TikTok.
finally fall asleep. Next thing I know, it's like noon.
Oh, TikTok. I don't have TikTok on my phone. And lastly, if you could tell your younger self something you know now but didn't know then, what would it be?
I would say don't give up and then keep following your dreams.
All
It's
right.
worth it in the end.
Yeah. All right. Brendan Ray, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. Best of luck this season.
Of course, thank you.